At the start of a duel, you shuffle your deck, then give it to your opponent so that your opponent may cut your deck in half, and then put the bottom half of the cards on top of the top half of the cards. And then your opponent returns your cards back to you. After deciding which player will go first, both players draw 5 cards. The player which was chosen to go first will draw his 6th card on his first turn. There are 3 different types of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, spells, and traps. Monsters can either be normal monsters, effect monsters, ritual monsters, fusion monsters, synchro monsters, and XYZ monsters. Fusion monsters, synchro monsters, and XYZ monsters start the duel in your extra deck. Normal, effect, and ritual monsters all start in your main deck. Monster cards can either be normal summoned, special summoned, or set. When a monster is normal summoned, it is placed face up in attack position. When a monster is special summoned, it is placed face up in either attack or defense position, or in a different position if described by the card specifically. Setting a card is placing the card face down in defense position. There are 6 different kinds of spell cards. There are normal spells, quick play spells, ritual spells, equip spells, continuous spells, and field spells. All spells except for quick play spells have a spell speed of 1 and can only be played on your turn, whereas quick play spells have a spell speed of 2 and can be played on either yours or your opponent's turn. There are 6 phases in one player's turn: a draw phase, a standby phase, a main phase 1, a battle phase, a main phase 2, and the end phase. During the draw phase, a player will draw 1 card from the top of their deck and add it to their hand. During the standby phase, effects that specifically mention the standby phase are active. There are 3 kinds of traps: normal traps, counter traps, and continuous traps. All traps have a spell speed of 2 or higher, which means they can be activated on either yours or your opponent's turn. The purpose of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is to reduce your opponent's life points down to 0. At the beginning of a duel, both players start with 8,000 life points. Once a player's life points has reached 0, the opponent, who would be the victor, then offers a handshake to his opponent in respective gameplay. Card games on motorcycles!